G'day everyone, welcome back to another video. Here I am on my back door and I'm just going to be doing a little video today. I got my bucket here and what I'm going to be doing is I got a homemade net in the channel and I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to show you how to catch your own freshwater creatures. So shrimp, yabbies, fish, minnows, anything that might be in this channel and you don't even know about. So I got a net that's been here for about 3 weeks. I made it myself and it works really effective if you're wanting to catch yabbies or shrimp. Sometimes it mightn't work, but sometimes it does. It's a really handy net that I use a lot in the channel. Now, if you throw this thing in, I'll show you in a minute, you can't get turtles or water rats in it and it won't hurt them at all. They can, any creature that goes in can swim out freely. They use it like a sanctuary where they hide from redfin and predatory fish and that, and they use that as a structure to live in. So I'm going to jump straight into it, get this net in and show you what we might find in it. Just pulled that in and first up, didn't even open it, and look at that. Ow! Oh, look at the size of that claw on that bugger. That is a massive freshwater shrimp. Look at that. Big. Look at that. Oh, just swallowed a fly. I'm going to chuck him in the bucket. We're going to dig into this net a bit more, see what else we might find. Okay, we've got something else here. Just have a look a little bit deeper into that net and we got this tiny little fish here, little minnow. And I'll put him quickly in the bucket too. Alright, I just saw these other things jumping out of the net. We just got another massive shrimp here. Carefully, don't bite me because they're pretty long claws there. Very big freshwater shrimp. And he's got me that one too. Put him in the bucket. As well, we got another species, which is a tiny little freshwater yabby in that net too. Pretty cool little thing. Oop. Put him in the bucket too. I just went into a nice little pocket in that net and I found a bit bigger yabby. Oh, jumping everywhere. And I found a bit bigger yabby there. Not a good eating size, but still bigger than the one I just caught then. And I will throw him back into the channel. Just looked again in the net. We just caught another species of minnow. That one was, I don't know what these minnows are called at all. I know one of them, they're called gudgeon. I think we have some in there, but I've just caught that species I showed you before, and then I just caught these ones. If you know what they are, tell me in the comments. If you know what these little fish are, they're pretty cool looking, and I'll put them in the bucket too. Another species of minnow right there is a baby gudgeon. That's what they kind of look like a Murray cod, but when they're a bit bigger, they got a nice big gob on them and beautiful colours. That's a baby one of them. It is a bit windy today, but I don't know if you can hear me, but that is a tiny little fish there. I'm going to put him in the bucket. This yabby I just caught is even smaller than that small one before, and he is alive and kicking right now. Oh, dropped him. Now you look at him compared to my fingernail. That is one small yabby. I'm going to throw him back in the channel. This fish here is the same type of species, gudgeon, but he's a tiny bit bigger. Right there. Tiny bit bigger, that one. And we'll put him in the bucket too. Another one of them other minnows. They got like a really big bump on their head. Don't know if you can see that. They kind of remind me of a yellow belly, because yellow belly got a hump on their head. If I get any new species than what you've seen, I'm going to show you. But all the ones, like the normal ones that I show you like that, I'm just going to throw them back in the channel or put them in the bucket, and I'll show you if we get any new species. But what I've got here, quickly I'll show you, I reckon we'll have a lot of these in here, is tiny baby shrimp. And they're really handy. If you have, say, pet redfin, you can just throw these in the tank and the redfin love them, and there's no shortage of these in channels and waterways. And if you can find them, then you're right if you're going to have predatory fish in your fish tank. Usually on a hot day or something like that, I would get a lot more different types of little swimmy things and stuff like that just swim around and they eat algae. But today it's not really a species day. There's a fair few still, but today there's just the basic ones that you would normally see hanging around in channels and that. But what I'm going to do, there's still heaps of little yabbies through it like that. So I'm going to carefully pick it up and explain what the net, how it works. And after that, I'm going to go for a little lure with me rod. Okay, so I've folded up the net. So what we have is a square piece of tarp, and what we do with that is cut a hole with a knife in the four corners of that tarp and tie some hay twine or some string or something like that to each corner and have them come into the middle of the net, and tie a ball and then tie another string off that ball of the, like that. What you do, you throw it out, and then once you've thrown it out, you let it sit and it'll go across the bottom. All the bottom of the channel foliage will come onto that net, which gives it a home for shrimp, yabbies, all the different types of species that we've found today. Once it sits for 3 weeks or as long as you want, you pull it up like I did at the start, do what I just did then and sort through it, and you'll find maybe what you're looking for or what you're interested to find. And you can just keep repeatedly doing that. Once you've finished with it and you don't want to use it anymore, spray it down with a hose and fold it up, and if you want to, pull it back out and cast it back out there. So I'm going to cast this back out, clean up all the little shrimp in that on the ground. I don't want any of these animals to suffer on the ground. I'm going to get them all back as quick as I can. There's still a bit of water there, so they'll be able to breathe for now, and I'll throw them all back. And with these minnows and stuff and shrimp that I have in here, I'll most likely, all the minnows and that, I'll just let back go. I just put them in the bucket for now so they can breathe. I just found another creature for today. It was just sitting in the mud there. I'll show you what it is. It's this little thing, I don't know what it's called. I find a lot of these, and they're like a little eel kind of, and they swim around in the water, and you should see them take off. They're actually pretty cool. I'm gonna let this dude go. I'll just show you what he's like in the bucket. There he is there, and he just swims around. Pretty cool. Okay, so I got that net out, cleaned all them little dudes off the ground. Oh, them flies are bad. And I'm just going to put this bucket over here. I'm going to let all these blokes go. It's pretty windy today, or this afternoon, whatever you want to call it. Alright, I'm just about to let these dudes go. I've got the shrimp and the yabby, the big ones, and I'm going to let them go just at the weir part here. Shrimp go. Here they are. They're taking off. Alright, I got all these minnows and yabbies and stuff I'm going to let go now too. Gotta go get me rod and just absolutely smash this zone here with a lure. didn't go too well. We didn't get anything. I did have a good go, I went up along, had a good lure. Nothing, it mustn't be the day. It's a bit windy and it's a bit cold. I'm gonna get a little net, hand net, and just try and scoop up, and we might get a different species of minnow. So I just had one scoop of the net and we got a heap of little bait fish. Not sure what these are called. Here they are. You can see them there. I just got them in the little hand net. They're pretty cool looking little fish. I'll throw them straight back in. There we go. Put in the comments below and tell me how many species you reckon we got today. Please put a like and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Comment as well. See you on the next outdoor adventure.